Hello, my friends. How are you? Fine. Yeah, in the last class we have discussed what is alternating current. Okay, how can we calculate the average value of alternating current and RMS value of alternating current? Okay, and I hope you are doing that numericals of that particular topic. Okay, today we are going to discuss the behavior of AC when it is allowed to pass through a resistor, okay, through a inductor and through capacitor. Okay, we are going to discuss in details about this. Okay, I hope all of you are doing hard work. Okay, and now you are ready with pen and page so that whatever discussed you can copy it. Okay, good. Today's topic is AC through a resistor, inductor and capacitor. Okay, initially we will discuss AC through a resistor, then AC through an inductor, then AC through a capacitor, then finally we will discuss when AC is passed through LCR in series, inductor, capacitor and resistor in series. Okay, for competition section we will discuss LCR in parallel also. Okay, good. One more thing, guys, actually we should understand one concept here, that is called phasor diagram. Okay, I think in class 11 in the simple harmonic motion chapter you have studied well the phasor diagram. Okay, phasor diagram, because that will be of use here. Phasor diagram. Okay, if you are not getting it well now, I think you should better see the videos of phasor diagram of class 11 simple harmonic motion. Okay, it is just a representative diagram of rotating vectors. Are you getting my point? Little idea I can give you. Say two particles are oscillating. Okay, this is one particle, it is oscillating this way, it is another particle, it is also oscillating this way, and say they are in rhythm. Okay, that is, so we say that their phase difference is 0. We say that their phase difference is 0. It means they are oscillating in the same rhythm. Okay, and if they are oscillating like this, you see, like this. Okay, when this particle gets the positive maximum, this particle gets the negative maximum. Are you getting my point? We say that the phase difference is pi 180 degree. Are you getting my point? A little bit I think you remember this thing. Okay, that is the phase difference. Okay, in this chapter also now we have to use this concept. Say two particles are oscillating, yet you can say two quantities are also oscillating. Okay, when a particle oscillates, its displacement oscillates. Na? You understand this thing. Say the displacement quantity is oscillating. If the relation is like that, when this particle gets the maximum, this particle in the mean position. Okay, when it goes to maximum, this particle come to its mean position. When it comes to the negative maximum, this particle come to mean position. If it is like that, the phase difference is 90 degree. Are you getting my point? So we have discussed all these things. Phase difference 0 degree, phase difference pi, phase difference 90 degree. Are you getting? And that way we can get phase difference anything, no? 30 degree also, 40 degree also, like that. Now you can ask me, sir, why you are talking about phase difference here? You are saying that phasor is a rotating vector. I am saying vector. But as we understand that the voltage, current, voltage is also voltage is also scalar. Then what is the need of the vector? That is the main question. We understand vector voltage is a vector quantity, current is a vector quantity, but still we are just discussing about the vector diagram, no? Phasor diagram, rotating vector diagram. So answer is this: though we assume that voltage is a scalar quantity, current is a scalar quantity, but for simplicity of problem, to simplify some complex problems, voltage, current can be treated as a vector. Okay, if we treat voltage, current as vector, then our very complicated problems also become very easier, and you will understand all these things we are going to discuss only. Okay, So that is why now you can say that voltage can also be treated as a vector. Okay? Voltage is scalar quantity, but if you want, it can be used to treat as a vector. Current is also scalar, but if you want, you can use it as a vector. Okay, this type of special quantities which has some behavior of vector also, na, we call it tensor. We don't require this word now, tensor. In higher classes it may be required, but today but if somebody asks you now whether voltage is a vector or scalar, you will write scalar only. Whether current is scalar or vector, you will write scalar only. Okay, for writing purpose, but for understanding purpose now we can treat them also as a vector. Anyway, now we see what is phasor diagram. Say in a ordinary resistor, okay, this is a resistor. Say I have applied a alternating EMF source. Say the EMF is changing with E equal to E naught sin omega t. Sin omega t. Are you getting my point? So if I get the current through the resistor is I naught sin omega t. Say voltage is oscillating in this rhythm E naught sin omega t. E naught is the maximum value of E. Omega is the angular frequency. That thing already understood in class 11. So that is the expression of voltage. If this is the corresponding expression of current, then you just compare these two. It will say that the rhythm of voltage and the rhythm of current both are same. At t equal to 0, you see t equal to 0, E equal to 0 because sin 0 is 0. At t equal to 0, current also 0. It means when voltage is at the mean, current is also at the mean. When E is max E naught, then current will be maximum I naught. When E is minus E naught, then current will be minus I naught. It means at the same time, current when maximum, voltage also maximum. When current 0, voltage also 0. When current negative maximum, voltage also negative maximum. So they are in the same rhythm. Are you getting my point? Okay, if it is like that, then I can say that this is the voltage vector, this is the current vector, both are overlapping. Means their angle between them is voltage and current is 0. Are you getting? If it is 0, they will overlap, na? Okay, we can say that the angle between the two phasor, okay, voltage, current, now we are saying that they are phasor, rotating vectors. Okay, what is a phasor? If somebody ask you, it is called a rotating vector. Okay, rotating vector diagram. Remember, I have said you, say voltage is this, and if current is this, I don't know whether current will be like that or not. If current is like this, yep, theta, something theta. Okay, now it is clear. If theta is not 0, it means current and voltage are not in the same phase. Are you getting your point? Though the frequency is same, it means if it oscillates 5 cycles in a second, current also oscillates 5 cycles in a second, but they are not in the same phase. Means when theta is when t at t equal to 0, E will be 0, but at t equal to 0, I is not going to be 0. Are you getting your point? So there is some phase lagging. Okay, that is that theta. Phase difference. Okay, if it is not 0, like this. If it is 0, like this. If theta is 90 degree, means current is leading the voltage by pi by 2. Are you getting my point? If theta is 180 degree, if 180 degree, this is theta. Are you getting my point? Okay. And I can say that current is leading the voltage. Means current is theta ahead of voltage. If it is minus theta, then I can say that current is lagging. Leg karna. Leading and lagging. Here it is leading. leading. Okay, matlab current is leading the voltage by an angle theta. Okay, if it is minus, it is lagging. Okay, behind, matlab if it is minus, current is behind the voltage by an angle theta degree. Getting it? Good. This is a little bit phasor diagram of some cases. I don't know what is the exact expression for this. We are going to derive only. Okay, we are going to derive only. It may be plus theta, it may be minus theta, it may be plus 30 degree, minus 30 degree, depending upon a resistor or capacitor resistor or capacitor inductor resistor, etc. etc. Are you getting? We are going to get an expression. We are going to derive only in this chapter. Okay? Good. Good. So if you want to write, you please write down what is a phasor diagram. It is a rotating vector diagram of voltage and current. It is a, you can just roughly draw this figure also. Okay. It is a rotating vector diagram of voltage and current. Okay, you please note it down. Voltage and current. If theta is positive, if, okay, you write down, if theta is positive, current leads voltage. If theta is negative, current lags voltage. Okay, very good, very good. You just copy. I want to rub it. Okay, I need space. As you understand, whenever you trouble arises, you just pause the video, keep writing whatever on the board, and then allow me to proceed. Good. Now I am going to discuss AC through a resistor. Okay, that expression only we are going to derive. Heading laga lo beta. AC through a resistor. Say I have nothing but a resistor in a complete circuit. Okay, AC circuit. That is the AC source. Okay, say at any moment I current is flowing through the resistor, and if the EMF source is E naught sin omega t, then what will be the corresponding current? Okay, write down. If E equal to E naught sin omega t, if E equal to E naught sin omega t, the current I is equal, yeah, you can do one thing using Kirchhoff's law. It will be little bit more interesting if you keeps on applying Kirchhoff's law. Then in this loop, sum of all the voltages is equal to 0. So using KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage loop, E minus IR equal to 0. Okay, E minus IR equal to 0. I is the current, so it says that I equal to E upon R. That thing you also know simply, but I am trying to implement KVL. Okay, nothing else. Then I equal to E naught sin omega t upon R. Remember, E naught constant, R constant. So I equal to E naught upon R sin omega t. Okay, this is equation number 1, and this can be written as I equal to I naught sin omega t. This is equation number 2. So look at equation number 1 and 2. Equation number 1 says how the voltage is oscillating, and equation number 2 says how the current is oscillating. E equal to E naught sin omega t, I equal to I naught sin omega t. Remember, both have the same frequency. Matlab they are oscillating at the same frequency. And remember, after the sine, whatever it is called phase angle. This is called phase angle. This is called phase angle. Here also phase angle omega t. Here also phase angle omega t. Means phase difference is 0, because both are same, na? Had it been something theta plus theta, then there would have some phase difference. But now it is omega t, that is also omega t. So phase difference is 0. It means they are oscillating at the same phase. They are oscillating at the same phase. Means when current is maximum, voltage also maximum. When current is 0, voltage also 0. When current is negative maximum, voltage also negative maximum. Okay. So phasor diagram of this, what will be the phasor diagram? Phasor diagram. Just voltage and current will be overlapped. If it is voltage, it is current. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Okay. Voltage and current both are overlapped. Are you getting? You can put this diagram also. And what is I naught? That is the maximum value of current. That is E naught by I naught. Write down please. Here I naught equal to maximum voltage by resistance. What is I naught? Maximum value of I. That is amplitude of current. Okay. Good. Nothing else better. Very simple. Very simple. What we understand? That they are oscillating in the same rhythm, same phase. Nothing else. I am going to discuss now the voltage AC through a inductor. Okay. Let me draw it. I am going to grab it. If required, just give a pause. Write it. AC through an inductor. Okay. So already I am having only one inductor. Means resistance of the circuit is 0. That is little bit hypothetical, but we are assuming that the resistance of the circuit is 0. Okay. If E equal to E naught sin omega t. Say the voltage on the source voltage is given as E equal to E naught sin omega t. Then what will be the corresponding current? If E equals E naught sin omega t, then what will be the corresponding current? Then using KVL, using Kirchhoff's voltage loop law, what I find? Voltage here L di by dt is the voltage across the inductor equal to 0. You understand, na? The voltage across inductor is always what? EL is always minus L di dt. That is already discussed in the electromagnetic induction chapter. So what will happen? I need current. Remember, I need current. Then L di dt equals E. But E can be written as E naught sin omega t. So di is what? Di is E naught upon L sin omega t dt. Okay. On the right side it is time variable. On the left side it is current variable. So current is varying with time. So if I integrate it, I can get the expression for current. Integration of di sin omega t dt. E naught L constant, so it is out of the integration, and the expression will become I need some space, that is why I am going to redraw the figure. Okay, that is integration of di is I E naught by L sin omega t, it is what? Cos omega t with a minus sign, and omega will come down. Are you getting my point? So that will be the expression of corresponding current. Okay, and you may ask that why you are not taking the integration constant. Actually, the integration constant will be 0 if you put the limit of infinite. Okay, for a very long time, if you put it 0 to infinity, integration constant value will be 0. That is why I am just not putting the constant value. Then I will become E naught omega L, are you getting it? With a minus sign, and that can be written as sin pi by 2 minus omega t. Are you getting it? Sin 90 minus theta equal to cos theta, na? Then I can put E naught by omega L, that minus can be brought inside, so you will get sin omega t minus pi by 2. Are you getting? And again you see E naught is constant, angular frequency of the AC. The angular frequency of the AC, at what rhythm it is oscillating. That omega is constant, L is constant. So this part is constant. This part can be written as I naught, maximum value of current. Na? So it is sin omega t minus pi by 2. Okay guys, this is number 1, this is number 2. Again, from voltage I am deriving the current. Na? So I have to now compare both the equations. You see, both the equations have same frequency. Here also omega, here also omega. But the phase angle is different. Here phase angle is omega t, but here phase angle is omega t minus pi by 2. It means when voltage is 0, current is not going to be 0, it will be something else. Okay, let me see. When at time t0, say at t equal to 0, E equal will be 0, na? Sin 0 is 0. So at t equal to 0, voltage is 0. Now let me see, at t equal to 0, it will be sin 90. Okay, means minus 90. So sin 90 is what? 1. So that I will be minus I naught. No? I will be maximum. Means when voltage is 0, current is maximum. And reverse is also true. When current is 0, voltage will be maximum. Means both are oscillating, na? But they are not in the rhythm. Though the frequency is same, but when voltage is 0, mean position, then current is maximum. And when current comes to the mean position, voltage goes to maximum. Then when current goes to negative maximum, voltage again come to the 0. Are you getting? I have given the example, na? Pi by 2 phase difference. So the phase difference between current and voltage are said to be pi by 2. Okay, and remember that is negative. I have told you, na? It means current is lagging. Current is lagging the voltage, or you can say voltage is leading the current. Are you getting my point? Okay, now if I draw the phasor diagram, let me rub it. Phasor diagram. Okay, if it is voltage phasor, the current will be this. Okay, I am writing IL. IL for current through inductor. Okay, yeah, you write voltage through inductor. That is voltage through inductor. That is current through, and current is lagging by pi by 2. Okay, this figure, this is the figure. No? This is voltage. This is current. You can draw this way also, no problem. If you want, you can write this way also, no problem. Okay. Same thing. This and this, same thing. You can rotate. Okay, you can rotate this way, as you wish, no problem. But there should be a difference of pi by 2. and current should lag the voltage by pi by 2 because it is minus pi by 2 na? Are you getting? One more thing here, in place of I naught what I have written, in place of I naught what I have written here, I naught equal to E naught upon omega L. Okay, I have put na, instead of E naught upon omega L I have put I naught, that is the maximum value of I. So you see, if I just crisscross all these things, so I get E naught upon omega naught equal to E naught upon I naught equal to omega L, you know. Now you see, what is E naught? That is maximum voltage. What is I naught? It is maximum current. So voltage by current has got the dimension of resistance, na? So that is why we call this term, it has got the dimension of resistance, but I should say it is reactance. Okay, a new name, XL. XL equal to omega L. Okay, here what is XL? Let me define it. What is XL? Here XL is called inductive reactance. Okay, you have to learn this term, XL equal to omega L. It is like resistance only. Okay, it has dimension of resistance also. So SI unit of XL is ohm, because it is resistance only. Okay, dimension आपके लिए, that is for homework. Okay, you find it. What is the dimension of resistance, and what will be the dimension of resistance? It will be same as the inductance also. It will be done by you. Now you see, this reactance, though it is resistance, but a new name is required, reactance. How it reacts, how it responds, how the inductor responds to AC. Remember, you see, whatever, an interesting figure is given here. If omega is more, it means if the frequency of AC is more. You know, what is the frequency of AC in India? Alternating current, what is the frequency in India? What? Yeah, 50. Yes, good. It is 50. 50 hertz is the frequency, AC frequency normally. Okay, the supply frequency. But in different devices, in fact, in your laptop also we have lot of components which need varying frequency signals. Okay, so we can modify it, no problem. But in India, the general supply frequency is 50 hertz. In different countries, it is different. Okay, that is why you can't expect that a machine which is operated in the USA can be easily operated in India also without any modification. Okay, that is why in different country the AC frequency is different. In India, it is 50. Say it is 50. Say it is 50. Means frequency is 50. You have to change correspondingly to omega, because you know the relation between omega and F. It is the linear frequency, that 50 hertz. It can, you have to convert to omega also correspondingly. If omega is more, resistance is more. Remember, that is an important point what I am going to emphasize. More is the frequency, more is the opposition. More is the opposition means less is the current. It means inductor offers more resistance to those AC which frequency is more. If you keep on increasing the frequency of this source, the inductor opposition is going to be increasing. If the frequency is infinity, the inductor opposition also infinity. Are you getting my point? And this frequency is 0, then inductor offer no opposition. Means it will be like DC current. DC has no frequency. For DC, inductor has no opposition. See, omega is 0, so XL will be 0, means opposition will be 0, then current will be maximum. Okay, in fact infinite, because resistance is 0 here, no other resistors is used. So this thing you need to understand. If I want to draw the graph, omega versus L, omega versus XL, the graph will be like this. Okay, so 2 point you please write down. For DC, omega equal to 0, XL equal to 0. Okay, but for DC, inductor offer no opposition. For DC, inductor offer no opposition. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the AC through a capacitor. Okay, first. It will be going exactly same way. Okay. Let me rub it. All these things. If you require, you pause it. Good. Inductor. AC through a capacitor now. Remember, as I talk about capacitor means there is only one capacitor. As I talk about resistor means there is only one resistor. No other components are there except the source. Okay. Okay. See. Yeah. Here also. If E equal to E naught sin omega t. Okay. I am going to check the corresponding current using KVL. If I apply KVL, E minus Q upon C equal to 0. Okay, Q upon C equal to E. E can be written as E naught sin omega t. It means Q equal to E naught C sin omega t. Okay. If I need current, so if I differentiate it, dq upon dt, rate of flow of charge is called current, E naught constant, C constant, so ddt of sin omega t. Okay, so what I get, that is dq upon dt is current, and differentiation of this cos theta, na? So and omega will come out, omega C E naught cos omega t. Okay, and this can be written as, this part can be written as I naught, maximum value of this function, no? And cos theta can be written as sin omega t plus pi by 2. You know, sin 90 plus theta is cos theta, na? So you see, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. Again, what I need to do, I need to compare both the equations. How voltage and current oscillating, are they oscillating in the same frequency? Yes, they are oscillating in the same frequency, because this is also omega, this is also omega. Are they in the same phase? No. Very good, because this phase angle is omega t, this angle is omega t plus phi. It means if voltage is 0, will the current be 0? No. See, for any value of t, say t is 0, so voltage is 0. If t is 0 here, I equal to I naught maximum, means it is to some extent the same as that inductor, huh? But difference is that when at t equal to 0, voltage 0, and here current is I naught, but at that moment it was minus I naught. Okay, that amplitude difference. When E is 0, that is E is 0. Okay, that is current, I is maximum. Okay, but in case of inductor circuit, that was minimum, negative maximum. Okay, that is the difference. And now these two quantities are in same phase? No, they are oscillating with some different phase. And one is at, when one is at the mean, then other is at the positive maximum, like that. Okay. Okay, guys, let me draw the phase diagram first. Let me draw the phase diagram. What will be the phase diagram? Achha, who is leading? Who is lagging? Here, current is lagging or leading? Leading. It is ahead of E. Okay. Phasor diagram. Current is that is current, that is voltage, VC, IC. Okay, that is 90 degree. You can it is, if it is current, it is voltage. You can draw that also, no problem. You can draw that also. That is IC, that is VC, or you can draw that also. That is VC, that is IC. But you can put this is I, this is V, huh? Because then lagging and leading concept will be different, huh? So that is pi by 2, that is pi by 2. Good. Fast. Again you see, in place of I naught, what I have taken? Here I naught equal to omega C E naught. Okay? IC equal to I naught equal to omega C E naught. So what is E naught by I naught? It will be omega C. E naught is maximum voltage, I naught is maximum current. The ratio will be definitely resistance, na? Voltage by current. So I should put XC. It is called inductive reactance. What is XC here? It is to some extent resistance only, but I should name it as reactance. Okay. Let me wrap this part, guys. Here Xc is called capacitive reactance. Capacitive reactance. And if somebody asks you what is reactance, you can say a reactance is the property by virtue of which a capacitor opposes AC or a inductor opposes AC. Okay. If it is capacitor, then we call it capacitive reactance. If it is inductor, we call it inductive reactance. Okay. Now you see interesting thing. If omega is more, if the frequency of AC is more, say India frequency is 50 Hz, but if we increase it, more frequency, less reactance. More frequency, less reactance. Less reactance means more current. Are you getting it? Which is exactly opposite to the inductor. Means and pure inductive circuit and pure capacitive circuit, completely reverse. One opposes high frequency and other loves high frequency. Okay. If frequency is more, capacitance is less. Means capacitor loves, allows high frequency. Okay. Inductor does not allow high frequency. Inductor allow low frequency, and capacitor allow high frequency. And in case of opposition, in case of resistance, it will be completely reverse. Are you getting? Good. If I draw the graph, omega C Xc, it will be like that, na? It is inversely proportional. Okay. Very good, guys. On that note, actually, I am going to summarize this topic today, because in the next topic we are going to discuss when L, C, R all are clubbed together in series. What will be the behavior of AC? What will be the new phase difference? Okay. On that note, today actually we need to basically understand this phasor, which loves high frequency AC, which hates high frequency AC, okay, which opposes high frequency AC, which allows high frequency AC. Okay, this thing, leading, lagging, are you getting about? And the derivation itself, it is also very useful for derivation purpose for board exam. Okay, guys, keep reading, keep rocking. Thank you.